Welcome to Mission AIRE. I'm a Christian missionary learning to become a private pilot so I can take the gospel of Jesus Christ faster, further, and with more people. I'm a student pilot solo on a cross-country 3-airport 4-hour flight, and I've just landed at the first airport. On landing, I saw my flight instructor was trying to contact me about pop-up weather happening.
Now Jacob's calling me here.
Here in Florida, whatever the forecast, weather can pop up.
See if I can get connected to Jacob.
But it's no problem. Along with radios in the cockpit, my phone will connect to my aviation headphones so I can take phone calls even in the air.
I'm sure he's texting me. Call me when you land. My headphones will allow me to talk to him, so let's see if I can set that up.
On the way here, I heard air traffic control announce significant weather, so I'm sure he's trying to contact me about that. On hot Florida days, all the water in the soil wants to head straight up and become a crazy thunderstorm.
Yes, sir. I can hear you. Okay. Yes, sir. I understand. Everything's good. Bye now.
My flight instructor is back at our home airport watching the weather radar and giving me updates and vectoring me around the weather that's happening. I'm going to follow his instructions closely.
All right, Jacob told me there's a storm coming up. I need to haul my butt to Ocala as fast as possible. Cecil Tower, Skyhawk 6313 Foxtrot, holding short of 9 left on Bravo.
6313 Foxtrot, roger, what's your direction of flight?
I'll be headed south to Ocala.
Whenever I talk to air traffic control, I get my phone out with ForeFlight, the app, so I can write down any instructions they give me.
6313 Foxtrot, Cecil, roger, runway 9 left, clear for takeoff.
9 left, cleared for takeoff. 63 Foxtrot, student pilot's off.
You know I'm nervous when I'm messing up my own call sign.
Lights, camera, action.
Here comes the free gift of a giant adrenaline dump from my body before takeoff.
Approach is clear. Runway's clear.
Hey, if you like this content, take this moment to like, share, subscribe, comment where you're watching from. Let me know. I'm always curious to see where folks are watching from. And of course, follow me on Facebook, James Disciple Johnson.
Okay, here we go. Heels on the floor. Full takeoff power applied. 2,300 RPMs. T's in the green. Looking for 55. 55. Rotate, wheels up. Positive rate of climb. Pitching for 75.
6313 Foxtrot, do you have flight following to Ocala?
Yes, sir. 13 Foxtrot.
Roger, I'm request.
Thank you, sir.
Takeoff is a time where a lot of accidents happen. It's very scary. There is a high pilot workload. Air traffic is getting a hold of me to see if I want VFR radar flight following on the way to where I'm going. I appreciate the gesture, but man, doing it during takeoff is a tough time.
Climb a little harder. We have airspace off our nose, so I got to turn right soon here.
6313 Foxtrot, squawk 4205.
They're giving me a squawk code to enter so they can follow me on radar.
4205 in the box for 13 Foxtrot.
Foxtrot, you proceed on course to contact Jack's approach at 127.77.
12777 for 13 Foxtrot. And we'll contact them. I'll wait till I'm out of the Delta here, 13 Foxtrot.
You can contact them now.
Oh, okay, A-firm.
Okay, now we're cruising and we're past all of the hectic stuff that happens at Chaos. And look at those beautiful clouds ahead of me. Aren't they fluffy and beautiful? And notice how they're all exactly at the same level. Yep, that's going to be boiling a convective here in Florida. That means there's going to be a bunch of water on the ground going up. That's why it's all blue between the clouds and the ground. And that water is going to explode up into explosion-looking clouds. And as I go away from my airport and check all my instruments, I'm beginning to enjoy this flight, but I'm a bit concerned by all of those clouds I'm seeing. And as I go further and further, the cloud cover seems to be getting lower and lower. Now I have a number of tools like live ADS-B weather in my aircraft. I've also got ForeFlight, which has radar. It's an app on my phone and it follows where my aircraft is. And suddenly I get a call from my flight instructor saying to turn toward my aircraft, home base, and immediately land because weather is coming in toward my home base. But directly after I got a hold of air traffic control and confirmed that, he told me that convective weather had formed over my home base and I had to divert to the original place I was going to go, the Ocala Regional Airport. I appreciate my flight instructor, Jacob, for watching out for me and giving me updates where everything was happening. And even on the way to Ocala, he informed me that there was thunderstorms popping up west of Ocala that way as well, and that I might run into storms and to keep my eyes open. Florida is just one of those places where convective weather, thunderstorms, lightning, hail, that kind of thing can pop up out of nowhere. And so I kept flying past the storms around me.
All right, welcome back. GoPro died there. I had not had it plugged in.
3 November Delta, reset transponder, squawk 4270.
Yeah, we've got a gnarly storm that we're flying through or around, I guess.
Number 326, contact Jack's approach.
A lot of bumping.
120.92, take care.
2092, 326.
That's the storm over there.
3 November Delta, your radar contact.
3 November Delta. You can see the weather on my TCAS here, so that's the weather coming in through ADS-B. Got bouncing around a
Victor,
bit.
you can contact Ocala Tower, take care.
Convective means that hot air and water are headed up from the ground, and that means you're hitting thermals and it's bumping you around.
Bouncing all around up here.
In most cases, I would just look over at my flight instructor and he'd laugh and go, "That's Florida," but I'm by myself and I'm getting worried. Thunderstorms 20, 30 miles away, that's no big deal, but I'm just watching on my phone to see when they're going to be popping up.
Since our aircraft has this weather information, convective SIGMET 13 and 16 Eastern, Florida, Georgia, coastal waters, available flight service frequencies.
Well, there it is. Air traffic control has called convective over my home airbase and over the area east of me. So it looks like I'll have to land at Ocala and maybe stay there for a period of time. A convective is a special report from the government and you gotta pay attention to it.
Wind 150.
So I pulled up the ATIS information frequency for Ocala.
Position broken at 4,900. Temperature 33. Dew point 22. Altimeter 3011. Visual approach runway 18 in use. All traffic be advised that we do not have radar or automation. Give accurate position reports and departure requests. Unable to revise flight following.
You can hear somebody talking loudly in the background of the recorded ATIS. Do better, Ocala.
Do you have information hotel? Ocala information hotel. Time 1751 Zulu. Wind 150 at 5. Visibility 10. Sky conditions broken at 4,000.
13 Foxtrot, we've got Ocala in sight and we've got a hotel.
Yes, sir, you can contact Ocala Tower now, you take care.
Yes, sir, thank you so much for everything. 13 Foxtrot, have a blessed day.
You're welcome.
I love telling air traffic control to have a blessed day.
Ocala Tower is 11925. 11925. Oh, okay. Our radio is active. We'll call them when we're 15 miles out. Cumulonimbus, when they're exploding and growing, that's a problem. And that's going to be right over where I'm flying under, so we're going to hit some turbulence up here.
Now, none of these clouds that I'm seeing right now are a big problem. None of this weather is really near me. I'm just nervous because I'm a student pilot solo, and this is my first big, long 3 airport solo.
All right, time for my descent checklist. We'll rich in a little bit. Fuel is on both. Carb heat as needed. We're not there yet. Altimeter and instruments are set. We are ready for getting into Ocala. Ocala Tower, Skyhawk 6313 Foxtrot, student pilot solo, currently 13 to the northeast, requesting full stop with hotel.
Number 6313 Foxtrot, Ocala Tower, enter the left base, runway 18.
We'll enter a left base for 1813 Fox base.
13 Fox bait.
This is something interesting. That runway right there is John Travolta's house. He's got his own private jet, his own runway, and it's a big one, 7,000 feet. I could land there. It's actually the alternate airport for my flight today. So if I have problems, I'm landing there at John Travolta's place. Interesting. We're coming into OCF, a left base for 18. That's bug runway heading, 18. We'll begin our descent. I don't have Ocala quite in sight yet, but I'll keep looking. A left base for 18 will bring us in a little to the east of the airport. So we're gonna load the visual for 18, activate. Weather's not bad here. A little bit of rain around, but not bad.
At this point, I'm feeling a little more comfortable. A lot of the adrenaline is gone, and I'm ready to do my next landing here at Ocala.
Number 13 Foxtrot, runway 18, clear to land.
18, cleared to land for 13 Foxtrot.
So 150 kilo, frequency change through to the southwest.
I get on this left base here and intercept final to 150 kilo. Back to 1900.
Passengers, this is James, your pilot in command. It's time to put on your seatbelts in preparation for landing. We'll be landing in 4 minutes here at Ocala Regional Airport. I hope you're enjoying the flight. Strap in for landing.
And Ocala, say winds, please.
In 1704.
704, not bad. Okay. We are 3 miles out, so we will put flaps on after we make our turn to final. Loose the carb heat for a minute as we continue to descend. There's our airport off to the left. Nice long runway, beautiful. Okay, final is clear. We're turning final. Nice big beautiful runway.
There's just nothing quite as beautiful as a big, beautiful runway. Super wide, super long, plenty of room for mistakes, but I'm not going to make it.
Bravo, frequency change approved. Good day.
Daniel frequency 9 Juliet Bravo, thank you.
Okay, first notch of flaps under 110 flaps 10. And I can feel them. Established on glide scope.
Hey passengers, can you pick up the runway way out there off our nose?
Looking good. Got our runway straight ahead. We're on center line. 3 white, 1 red, so we're a bit high. Let's pull some power. Okay,
Okay, on tower, Mooney 139 with the holding short 18, ready for takeoff, westbound departure.
Second notch of flaps under 85, flaps 20.
21392 Whiskey, Ocala Tower, hold short, runway 18.
We're established at 70, that's good. It's a nice stabilized approach here. Other than we got a lot of gusty winds here. Airspeed aim point. Airspeed aim point.
Airspeed aim point is my landing mantra to make sure I don't go too slow to stall, and I know exactly where I'm going to touch down.
Too much power. Too high. Come right.
Ocala Tower, divert 253, holding short runway 18, requesting short delay.
Third notch of flaps.
Calling the tower, again, I'm sorry.
On landing, you have full flaps out and your aircraft is almost at idle power and you're going just as slow as you can, in my case 65 knots here on this landing.
November 13 Foxtrot, stay parking.
We'd just like to go to general parking here, 13 Foxtrot.
Roger, turn left there at Alpha 6, contact ground 121.4.
121.4.
You can probably hear in my voice I'm a little bit shook there after landing. I didn't even say my call sign. I'm an adrenaline junkie. I've been one all my life. Motorcycle stunts, standing on motorcycles. Nothing touches the adrenaline of takeoff and landing in a general aviation small aircraft. Okay, I've officially landed at Ocala. I've only landed here once before, and of course we taxied back and took off right away. And now I'm gonna have to figure out where to park. I've never been to an FBO. I've never been to a private terminal. I don't understand or know how it works. I've never parked my airplane in public parking. It's always been at a private hangar from the flight school. So now I'm gonna learn some new stuff.
Ocala ground, Skyhawk 6313 Foxtrot, student pilot solo. We are clear of 18 on Alpha.
Number 6313 Foxtrot, Ocala ground, say parking.
Sir, we diverted due to some weather, and I was not planning to stop here, so I just need to park somewhere and hang out for a little while, wait for some weather to move by. If you can tell me where to go, that'd be great. 13 Foxtrot.
13 Foxtrot, roger. Turn left on Alpha and then right on Alpha 5.
Left on Alpha, right on Alpha 5. Appreciate it, 13 Foxtrot.
You gotta love air traffic control. Whenever you don't know what to do, they've always got an answer for you, and it sure is appreciated. So I taxied on over to the ramp. I've never actually parked in general aviation, and you see there's a marshaller out there, and his job is to work here on the ramp and to wave airplanes into where they're supposed to park. And so for the first time, I got marshaled as an aviator. He works for Sheltair, which is a small company whose job it is to take care of private airplanes and private jet owners. It's kind of like a terminal for private jet owners. So I turned off my GoPro cameras and got them out of the sun and got out of the aircraft so I could go inside the building. We are parked here at Sheltair, and my aircraft is sitting here. I am marshaled in. They've put some nice chalks out for me, and there you are. I'm gonna head on into Sheltair and see what's up by the jets over here. Yeah, buddy. That's what's going on. Now, the instructions I had been given were to land at Ocala because there's a significant storm moving in. There's already a convective and a significant storm at my home airbase, and so I'm supposed to hang out in the FBO here while we figure out either how to get me back home or we pick me up with a car and send me back to where I live. So let's go in and check out Sheltair, but that's gonna happen on the next episode, where you're gonna find out they tell me to take off with all this crazy weather and fly back to my home airport. You can't miss that episode coming up next time from Mission Air.